As you can imagine, I get a lot of questions about this program with all the national media attention I've been getting. So let me just answer some of the most common questions I've been asked about Text Your Ex Back, and hopefully I'll answer any questions you might have as you're sitting here pondering. Question number one is, how quickly will I get Text Your Ex Back? As I said a moment ago, Text Your Ex Back is delivered digitally and right away. In fact, if you simply enter your email address in the field below and click the Add to Cart button, you'll be brought through. You'll enter your credit card information, and you'll actually be brought to the download page for Text Your Ex Back within probably 2 minutes from right now. I deliver this digitally because I know how eager you are to really get the material, to try out the material, and to start using it right away. So actually, all you have to do is enter your email address, click Add to Cart, and you'll get it within just a few minutes from now. Question number two, what if it's been a long time since we broke up? Is it too late for me to text my ex back? I get at least 4 or 5 of these emails every single day from people who, from guys who think, wow, that woman I was with a year ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. I even had one guy write me and say, Michael, I used Text Your Ex Back to get back with my high school girlfriend who I hadn't seen in 20 years. We had run into each other. I got her phone number and I used this material and we got back together, and it's wonderful. It's really not a problem. As in the program, you're going to discover that sometimes actually having more distance between when you broke up and when you got together is a better thing. It gives you some time to remember that you're people, to see each other as attractive, wonderful people again, as opposed to that person who was just around all the time before. So no, it's not too late. You might have to do a little more work. It might take a little bit longer to get the fires going, to get her to really realize why you're getting in touch and to respond to the material. But again and again, I've seen people who have been broken up for years using these concepts, using this material with really, really great results. So it's not just for people who, broke up 10 minutes ago or broke up a month ago or broke up 3 weeks ago. If you've been broken up with somebody, if you really feel like they're the person for you, I really recommend you try out Text Your Ex Back. I think it's going to work great for you. Question number 3, what if she's already seeing someone else? She probably is. I mean, that's kind of what happens very, very often. When people are, pining over their ex-girlfriend, usually they've moved on in some way. It drives us nuts as guys. We get all rageful and jealous and things like that. Yes, this can work in that circumstance. One of the great things about texting is that it's private. It's between two people. It's not like, you're talking on the phone and someone can overhear. It's not like you're, sending emails that are easily accessible, things like that. Texting is pretty darned private. Most people do not let other people look at their cell phones. Most people do not let other people know what's going on or what private communication they're having over their cell phones. I always say that texting is the closest thing to telepathy that we as human beings actually have. And using texting, if you've got her number, you can really spend some time reestablishing connection. And those first few texts you send, as you'll discover when you get into the program, are pretty innocuous. It's not like you're being some Don Juan who's swooping in and using cheesy lines on her right away. You're actually using psychological fundamental ideas to get back into her mind, to get her thinking about you again, so she makes the decision that she wants to be with you. It's not like you're going to go and steal her from this other guy. She's going to make the decision on her own when she looks at you and when she looks at him, when she looks at the messages you're sending her, when she thinks about the great aspects of the relationship you used to have, that you're the person she wants to be with, not him. Is it dirty pool? I don't know. I personally feel like love is something worth fighting for. And that if you really do have a connection, a primal, powerful connection, sometimes you got to fight for it. I mean, me and my girlfriend, we got together. She was actually on a date with somebody else when we met. And we had this powerful attraction, this powerful connection. I knew they weren't really going anywhere serious as well. And we've been together ever since. It's been almost 2 years now. And do I regret taking her from that guy on that night? No, not at all, because we have a fantastic relationship and it's getting deeper and more wonderful every day. So if she's with someone else, will it work? Yeah, it will. It's pretty powerful stuff. I hope you'll try it out. Question number 4, was I really on the Rachel Ray Show? I don't know why I get this question so much. I actually have the clip of me on the Rachel Ray Show on one of my websites. And I show images of myself on the Rachel Ray Show. Yeah, Rachel Ray, a lot of people know her as having a cooking show. Women, they all know who Rachel Ray is. And like, oh my God, I love her. Guys are like, doesn't she do cooking? What's going on there? Yeah, on Valentine's Day of 2011, actually, I got a phone call from the Rachel Ray Show, and they said, Michael, we've heard of your texting stuff with another program I have called Text the Romance Back, and they invited me over to be on the show, to use my text messaging magic, as they called it, to really help some couples on the show to improve their relationship and to improve the romance in their relationship. And it went really, really well. Rachel did, in fact, say that I gave her shivers. I gave away a couple of really simple texts that literally had every single woman in the audience looking at me like I was some incredible romantic god. It was a little scary, and great things happened. My favorite bit was I gave away some texts on the show, and when I walked backstage, this huge 6'4", 250-pound, linebacker-looking guy who works security on the Rachel Ray Show was like, "Hey, Michael, I used your stuff. I texted my wife, and she wrote me back right away. It was awesome." Right? He was really, really, really impressed. This stuff works, man. I mean, I wouldn't be getting all this national attention if it didn't work. They would have looked at me and said, "No, this isn't going to work for me." It does work. It's worked for so many people. If you go on my Facebook page, you'll see all these comments from women, particularly, who are like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy he sent me these messages. I'm so happy that we're using this method to really connect and in a really primal way." Question number 5, can I really trust your guarantee? Yeah, you can, because honestly, the guarantee is not something that I personally enforce.